Hi everyone, it's Sandy. I'm back here with the larger size folio folder. I made the smaller one in my recent video, which was this one here. And I thought I would make one slightly larger and it measures 4 by 6 inches. And it's this one here that I'm going to show you the measurements and also how to assemble the folio folder as well. So the one I had done in my recent video is this adorable size, and I do like this size. It measures 3.5 inches by 5 inches. Actually, I think it's 3.5, or was it 3 3/4? Yeah, so it's 3.5 inches or 9 centimeters by 5 inches or 12.5 centimeters. And I got the inspiration from one of my previous earlier folio folders that I had made about 2 years ago, and it's this one here. So this one is the smaller size, and I'll link the videos down below for this one, as well as the medium size one if you wanted to make it in this size. And you can see the more detailed look of inside the folio folder as well in that video. So I'll link these two videos down below. And this video will be the measurements for a 4-inch by 6-inch size. So it is a slightly larger size, and you can fit a slightly larger mini journal or a mini notebook inside here. So let me show you the inside, and I'll give you the measurements and how I assembled this one as well. The papers that I use for this collection is the 12 by 12 paper pad by Die Cuts with a View, and it's called Cotton Fields. Beautiful papers. I love the colors that's inside. So it's got some gorgeous floral prints, some lovely blues and blacks, and just floral patterns. So this is the paper pad that I use for this mini folio folder, and I'm also going to use the same papers for the tutorial to put this one together. So this is one of the tags, and then I fussy cut one of the birds that's inside the paper pad as well. I placed an enamel dot, created a fishtail banner at the back just to add some more layering and just to pop the colors out of the cover. And then this here is the part where I punch the hole to create the closure where you add your string. Then opens up this way with a tuck pocket, and I placed a couple of the tags that's inside, and then I just distressed it with my scissors and just distressed the edges. So there's a little tuck pocket there, and there is another longer side tuck pocket here. I fussy cut one of the images that was on the tag and placed that on the front of the pocket, and then placed, I think that's stuck with one of the glue from the die cut there. And then I placed another fussy cut image on the cover of these 3x4 journal cards that's also in the paper pad, and all I done was cut out the two that are together, and then I just fold it in half to create a little booklet with so somewhere to do some journaling. And I just fussy cut this image, and that goes in there. Opens up this way to another side pocket with some more cut parts from the pad, and I just put that in there. And here is the larger pocket, so it's a 3x4 size pocket. It's got a nice large opening in here, so you can add a more like a thick booklet. So this is one of the booklets that I've made. So you could add a journal in here nicely that will fit inside the 4 by 6 inch pocket. And this is another one of the cut parts in there as well. I just did the same thing and fold that in half. So you can fit quite a few things in here. So I just thought I'd give you the measurements for a larger size if you wanted to make one for more of your larger size things that you like to put in there. So I'll give you the measurements and what papers you need to cut out. So it's pretty much exactly the same as the other two ones that I've shown you in my last videos. So you will need a paper, and you want to cut that at 7 inches by 7 inches, and this will be the envelope part, which is this part. So you're going to see these parts of the pocket style envelope. So you just have a look at your papers if it's double-sided paper, and just see which one you want showing in front of your cover. So in this case, I'm going to have this part. So this part will be showing, that's over here, the gold part. And then you want another piece for your actual cover, which is the center part, which is this part here. And you want to cut that paper at, let me just get the measurements, 4 3/4 of an inch by 6 inches. So that's going to get placed on the front, and that's your cover. And these are the sides that'll be peeking out from the pocket. And then inside is a center page, or a center panel. And that's going to be another piece that you're going to cut out. And that's going to get cut out at 3.5 inches by 6 inches. And you're not really going to see that part, so that's going inside. And I did use double-sided paper so you could see both sides. So that's going to go in that way. You're going to need another piece of a smaller paper, and that's going to be the part that's going to create your closure as well as your side tuck pocket. You'll cut that paper at 2 inches by 4 inches. So these are the 4 pieces. We'll repeat the measurements just in case. So it's 7 inches by 7 inches. That's for your pocket. And then your cover is going to be cut at 4 3/4 of an inch by 6 inches. You're going to have a little a middle piece, and that's at 3.5 inches by 6 inches. And then a smaller piece at 2 inches by 4 inches. So you need 4 pieces. Let's assemble the booklet, because the measurements are slightly different to the medium size. So we're going to make the pocket part, which is this part. And you just see which way your direction of your paper. So I'm going to have the pocket part, which is this part, on the right side. So we'll do that part first. So we'll do those measurements. Just grab, okay. So we're going to do those measurements first, and we are going to score. So along the 7-inch side, you're going to score at 1 1/4 of an inch, 1 1/4 of an inch, and 5 1/4 of an inch. Then we're going to turn it around, and we're going to score it at 1/2 inch both sides. So 1/2 inch on one side. I'm just going to turn it around this way. 1/2 inch on that side. So that's the scoring for that. And we'll put that to the side, and then we'll grab the cover. So this will be my cover. I'm going to have the cover facing up, and I'm going to score it on the 4 3/4 inch side. We are going to score at 3 1/4 of an inch. So it's 3 1/4 of an inch all the way down. So one score line. And then the middle piece, no scoring. You're going to have your little piece here at 2 by 4 inches. We're going to place that down. Now you just decide which side of your paper, if it's double-sided paper, that you want showing as your closure part. So in my case, I'm having the this part facing up as on the cover, and we're going to score at 1 1/4 inches. Okay, so that's all for all the scoring for each of your papers. We'll assemble the pocket part first, which is this back part. So you've probably already seen it in my other videos, but if you've missed that video, I'll do the measurements, the cutting in this video. I'll just, so what we're going to do, you're going to have these two little squares or rectangle pieces on this side. We're going to remove those two pieces. And I think I've done the wrong side. I did the wrong side. So it's actually the part, the shorter side, which is the one where we scored at 1 1/4 inches. So I did make a mistake on mine. So it's the little smaller one. So we're going to remove those two top corners. Just going to remove those. Don't worry about that part where I cut down here. That was a mistake. So now we're going to go across these two score lines. I'm just going to cut it at an angle inside that score line and on the other side. So you can see it creates like a V shape. We go along to this side and do the same. I'm just going to do that and do that. So that is how your paper will look like. So your longer piece is the part that you make these two triangle shaped corners. I'm going to bring these two in and corner around the corners up the top just to make it easier. And then I'll bring this part in. I'm just going to corner around these two corners. Okay, that's right. Open that up. Bring these two back in. Bring this bottom one up. And then we're going to wrap these two at the back. Just ignore that little part that I cut there. I'm just going to press down these fold lines. Just makes it easy. So you can see it looks like a pocket, and then we've got that part that's going to go along the front. So let's glue down these two side flaps so we can close up the pocket. I didn't fill my bottle, so I'm just going to glue here. Stop it. No, don't do that. Sorry. It's just my little dog is just, he has a habit of licking his paws a lot, and I've got to stop him from doing that. And he has skin allergy, so he has this craziness of always licking his paws, so I've got to try and stop him. Okay, so now that's all closed up, so we have our pocket. We'll put that to the side, and we'll grab the middle piece, and we're going to assemble the booklet now. So this is the middle piece that was cut at 3.5 inches by 6 inches. Bring that over. So you just decide which side you want on the front, or if you want it that way. I'm going to have this part facing this way. So we're going to adhere that to the front, and that's going to create the side tuck pocket, which is at this side. So all we're going to do is take that out. We are going to add glue up here along the inside of that score line and down the bottom. Just go all the way down and at the bottom. And then we're just going to just align it up along that score line and line everything up. And then press that down. Just get as close as you can, but enough so that you can open and close your pocket. Excuse me. So that should give you your side pocket once the glue is dry. We'll open that up and we'll grab this piece, and when we made that score line, we're going to fold that over. We're going to corner around these corners. And this part here will get placed along this side. That way. So we'll add glue to the top here and along the side the same way, and at the bottom. So I'm just going to place that here. I'll just do it this way. It all presses down, and that will give you that side pocket. So if you open this up, it's pretty much like an accordion folder. So you're just backing up this centerpiece with one side of this flap, and then this side goes at the back, just so you could have a more idea. So it opens up that way, but I sort of made it interactive so it opens this way. So that is that part done. We just grab this little piece here now, And that's the score line that we have here. We're going to fold, before we fold it, I'm going to corner around the top, the bottom, and that side. And you don't have to do this part, but I just like to decorate the corners. I'm going to fold that in. And this will create the part where we can close the book. So you can see now it's already like a mini folio folder. Pretty easy. And then I'm just going to, the shorter width, that's going to go along this side. And then this part will be at the back. So what we'll do here, I'm going to glue this part where we have the two corners rounded off. Apply glue all over that side. I'm going to, and also down here, the bottom. Then we're going to slide that up at the bottom and just bring it in as far as you would like it. I'm just going to put mine about here so that I get to still see a bit of the pattern here, and this part is just sticking out a little bit. You can go all the way in if you like, and if you go all the way in, you'll have more depth for your side pocket here at the back, and that's why we've glued the bottom here to hold that down. So I'm just going to press that part where we place the glue, just press it all the way down. And then this part down here where we put the glue down here, that will give us that side pocket. So now that should give us the side tuck pocket there. And that part's your closure. And then you can just punch a hole wherever you like. And then you add your trim, decorate the front and do some embellishing. You could also add another pocket in the front here, or an envelope. You can do so much with the cover. And then you have your tuck pocket here, side pocket there, and then you have another side pocket there, and your large pocket there where you can add a journal or bulkier goodies in there. And there's your back, and you can also add another envelope here to the back. You can play around with this side as well, but that is the larger size for in a 4x6 size, which is the same as this one. And then I'll link down below the videos for the two other sizes if you wanted to make the medium size or my smaller one here that I made, which is just as adorable. And so I hope you enjoyed this video to create the larger size mini folio folder, and I'll see you all soon in my next video. Bye for now.